Hello, everyone out there. It's Dr. V from Mattingly Solutions here. So I got all dolled up today. I have like these fancy earrings on, and this blouse, and my hair, my makeup, because I had not one but two podcast appearances, which both got rescheduled at the very last minute. So I was like, I don't want to waste, all this dolled upness and not do anything virtual today or do anything, thought leadership today. So that's why I'm jumping on. Now, you may or may not have noticed, but I have not done a Better Humans at Work episode in probably about a month or so. If you are a newsletter subscriber, haven't put out a newsletter in a little while. And that's because Mattingly Solutions has pivoted. We're no longer a workplace inclusion consulting firm like we did for our first 6 years in business. 6 years in business is wild. But now we're more of a thought leadership entity in the form of books. So whether our latest Ally book or Inclusalytics, we have a virtual course out there called Ally Up. I'll be sure to drop that link in the comments. And also have keynotes. So I went from running Mattingly as a full-time CEO to now still putting good content, thought leadership, inspiration, empowerment out there when it comes to workplace inclusion and allyship, whether it's by reading one of the books, doing the virtual course, or hiring me for a keynote. So I wanted to share a recent win. I have been having a hard time lately because I'm taking care of my elderly mother, and she has rapid onset Alzheimer's. She's living in my living room at the moment. So, like, things have been rough. Professionally, things are good, but things have been rough on the home front. So I really needed a win. I needed a win. So for those watching who are in the organizational psychology world, you know about SIOP, the Society of Biopsychology. And SIOP has an annual conference, and now is the time people are putting their proposals together to submit for the conference consideration, and then you get accepted or not. And so I don't know if I'm going to SIOP this year. I don't know if I'm going to go to the conference this year. It's in New Orleans, which is my favorite city in the whole world, but I'm already going to be in New Orleans for a different event. Hashtag Barrels on the Bayou, check it out. So like to go to New Orleans twice in 1 month, it just feels excessive. But also, my new role is I'm in people analytics now, and there is a Society of People Analytics. There's a local chapter here in Pittsburgh. There's a lot of organizational psychologists in this network, and I'm really excited to put my time and energy more into that world, because if we're going to be honest, like, I put a lot into PSYOP. I put a lot into PSYOP, and I'm ready to get value from other organizations if I'm going to be pouring my time and energy into it. Woo! I did not plan for that content to go there. Anyway, all this is to say, someone from my PSYOP world reached out to me, and initially when I saw the email, I was like, oh no, like, he's going to ask me to be on a proposal, and I'm trying to like not go this upcoming year, but I really respect him, and so if he is, I'm probably going to say yes. And he did not ask me about a conference proposal whatsoever. He asked me to come speak at his company's annual retreat, where they bring the whole org together. They had recently read Inclusalytics, so our first book, me, Certrice Shipley. She used to be Certrice Grace. She's Certrice Grace on the book, but now she's Certrice Shipley, and Allison Goldstein. We co-wrote Inclusalytics, and that was one of their book club books in this organization. And so like, let's bring the author in, and like we'll fly you in, hotel and all that. And they offered an honorarium. And I responded and I said, I really appreciate asking me be like all you're offering to do, and see the honorarium, because you would be surprised, or maybe not, but I'm surprised how often I'm asked to do speaking for free, just come and speak for free. And now that I'm in the privileged position where Mattingly Solutions is not my full-time job anymore, I need to be really selective with the opportunities I say yes or no to. So I was like, listen, even if you could like double the honorarium, like I'll feel like better about doing this, because I want to do it. Like it was a great opportunity. It's a great client, right? And as I said, I really respect this person in my field. And he came back so what I said was, here is my speaking fee. And if you want to know what my speaking fee is, go to mattingleysolutions.com/keynotes, and you can download a info sheet that has the speaker fee on it. But my speaker fee was 10 times the honorarium, 10 times. So what I said was, I was like, well, here's like my speaker fee is this. Even if you could like double the honorarium, even if you could double it, that would be just wonderful. And he came back and he's like, no, we'll just pay you your speaker fee. Like, that's my kind of negotiation. Like, let's just put all the cards out on the table. Like, I didn't shoot super high, wanting to end up somewhere in the middle. I just said, this is my fee. I'm willing to take that. And he had the budget to pay me my actual fee. And so I hope this story is helpful for other entrepreneurs or speakers out there, because it's hard monetizing your work, and when it comes to workplace inclusion and allyship, this is my work. Like, this is my passion. Like, how do you put a price tag on that? Well, I have to put a price tag on that because time and energy is finite. And I've been building this body of work and this perspective and this lived experience for my whole life. And yeah, people who pour their life into an area of expertise deserve to be compensated for sharing that with others. And so thank you, new client. And all this is to say, they booked in December. My personal goal for keynotes for Mattingly is to do one per month, just one per month. I would prefer virtual, quite honestly, but in person for the right fit, we can make that happen. Learn more on my website. I already shared that with you. That will be in the caption link as well. And the final thing is, like, something that has been really helping me lately is this concept I learned from Lisa Finkelstein. She is an amazing organizational psychologist she's a professor in Illinois. And she taught me about glimmers. So glimmers are the opposite of triggers. So triggers, when that trigger happens, it incites trauma or harm or hurt, but a glimmer incites joy and glee and happiness. So for example, I just installed, you can't see them, but twinkle lights. I installed twinkle lights, and I have all these options, and you could guess which option I chose. Obviously the rainbow, because it's so on brand. But I have these little twinkle lights, these rainbow twinkle lights in my office now, and they bring me so much joy. And it's the smallest thing. I think they were like $14.99 on Amazon, but it's a glimmer, right? And so I encourage you, especially in times that we're currently in, to find your glimmers. What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? How can we lean into that a little more? Yeah. And also, okay, I'm blabbering, blabbering. I'm blabbering. Do whatever you can to be a better human at work, and together we can change the workplace, right? So if you want to learn more about my keynotes, if you want to learn more about my books, just go to my website, check it out, reach out, say hi. I'm really active on LinkedIn. And thanks for listening to my babbling and my updates.